just want to talk about some of the players that went to Scotland, Nathan. Like, is Scotland a good move? Because a lot of players, you look at Aaron McEneff, he's gone now to Australia.
Yeah.
There's a lot of players who go to Scotland and don't last a long time up there. Now, can you put your finger on why that would be? Do you think it's they feel that there's going to be a big step up, but the step up isn't really there? Is there do you think there's a different style of football up there that maybe they're not grasping? Of course, there is plenty that go up there and do perform, but I see a lot coming out of Scotland as quick as they go in.
I see a lot as well, but I'm going to pick on one club in particular, Celtic. It's the name. Anytime I see any young lad go to Celtic, you instantly have that little bit of fear about you, don't you? I was like that with Johnny Kenny. I've seen it with Luke Connell. He was at Celtic for years and never got a look in. Even Liam Scales, I was so excited to see Liam go over. I thought he'd be the difference. I thought he'd be the one that actually get into the team, but it just never happened at all. And why we do talk about that, it's the day in, day out that these lads, that's when they see the big difference, isn't it? You know, they have, it's more of a professional setup in terms of the overall facilities itself. Like, if the facilities from a side, like even not even a Celtic or Rangers, but like a Hibernian, a Hearts, their training ground. And
I can see that. Sorry, Nathan. I can see that. I can see that with the likes of, I don't know, Bray or someone like that. But Shamrock Rovers and Dundalk, and there's teams there that are full time now, so they can't be that far off them. I know what you're saying then, of course, with Celtic and well, no one really goes to Rangers, but Celtic or maybe Hibs, although from what I believe and what I've heard and what I've talked with coaches even that are in Hibs, it's a shambles in the background, and they never really seem to get anywhere anyhow, because there always seems to be internal fighting. So the grass isn't always greener over there, and so I'm wondering, is it just wages? Is it just contracts? That's really the reason why the Irish lads are going over. It can't be for anything else, can it?
It seems easy as well, Roy. Look, again, I've never been in that situation in my life where I have had to make a decision I would have loved it. If anybody wants to let me make that decision, go ahead. But I've never been in that situation. But it's easy enough as well. I'd imagine Scotland, you know, it's not miles from home, where I'd say if you see a lot of the lads now with like making the move to France and Italy and Holland and things like that, it must seem a little bit further away, but those are the moves now that I'm always most optimistic about when I see the young lads going to these European countries. You know, just it's seems everything about it's just head and shoulders better. They're going into, even if they're going into youth academies, they're getting taught the Italian way of football or the Dutch way of how they do it, and they're sort of being molded into what they want as a footballer. Where lads are sort of just going over to Scotland, especially like I said, going into Celtic, or going into a massive youth academy and just getting completely lost in the shuffle. You'd want to have something special about you, because I don't think it is style of play, Roy. I don't think there's a massive golfing class between the style of play. Obviously, again, going away from Celtic and Rangers, on an average, I wouldn't think there's a massive golfing class from your average League of Ireland side to your mid-table, lower table, even SPL team.
I just think when they go away to Italy or they go away to Belgium or even to some of the, I suppose, the higher teams in England, you feel that they're going to get an education, as in a football education. I just don't see players going to Scotland and coming back better players. So there's something about that. I think people should really think about, players should really think about why they're going to Scotland. If it's money, you know, there's money in other places, but I'm not. I just don't believe in it at the moment. I don't see what they're getting out of it. Bar maybe a 3 or 4 year contract, and they have the few quid, and that's stability. So, I mean, you have to look after your family, I suppose, at the end of the day. So that's probably it.